What's going on, 144, man? Glad to tap back in with you guys, man. I really want to talk on kind of a real subject, part of really, becoming the creator, shifting from that fragmented MK Ultra brainwash, the EMI. But let's just get straight into the juice. So, guys, part of ascension is also experiencing the opposite of that. And when you find yourself going through what you could call the clip off, these alternate hell realm realities that just seem like, why would I create this and how is it serving me? So, guys, the main thing is to realize that nothing is separate from you. Was just kind of sitting out here really getting in unison with my higher self, really to see what exactly to bring for you guys right now. And a lot of us, when you start to get on the transition of becoming the creator, realize that part of the purging, part of these catalytic experiences of getting all the fear, getting all of these low frequency emissions that may have been trapped within our nervous systems in any type of, subtle bodies within all bodies, all dimensions, man. So just realize, guys, that, the whole gang stalking, the whole, guys, these are catalytic experiences that are part of the, shamanic initiation is what you could call it, going into the underworld. Because as of lately, when you first realize you're the creator, man, oftentimes it seems like you're gonna go into a dark night of soul, but the dark night of soul is really there to serve you. Remember, guys, the key is to really transcend the victimizer paradigm, transcend, any type of delusion of being powerless, helpless, a victim, any of these things, guys. So if you find yourself going through the clip off, you find yourself going through these initiations where it feels like, the world's coming alive to fucking get you, where, these are kind of just misperceptions. Because once you realize, man, you're not the player, the character. Shout out to Pete Sapper, the rest of the tribe for this. I was just listening to a very powerful, the transmission, a message to the 144, and felt I could really tag along in that to activate you guys and to kind of hold that grounded, safe space for you guys. That's really one of the biggest things, is creating that foundation of safety, keeping your nervous system regulated. And guys, realize it's all catalyst. I've been through the whole gang stalking thing, man. It's not what it seems. These are just reflections of yourself. So once you see you are everything and everything is within you, that is actually a reflection of a fragment that you're retrieving and pulling in through that type of experience. So the key is to not get afraid of what's in the screen, getting caught in the fear vibration. A lot of these things, these catalysts, are here to summon as much fear as you can to get all these low frequency emissions out of your field and out of yourself. So guys, realize there's really nothing to fear, man. It's all here to purge. It's all here to process, and I'm here to hold that ground with you guys. While you may be going through these initiations, and you're like, what the hell? Who am I supposed to talk to about this, man? Because sometimes you feel misunderstood, a current experience. And the key is to know that, you're not the body, you're not the mind, you're not the player, the character, you're the creator of the whole flipping game, man. You are the creator. It is very key and vital for us to step into our creatorship, stepping into our power. So you're no longer seeing the outside world as something separate from you. Because that's the the subject object paradigm, the whole victim victimizer paradigm, realizing that, guys, you are both dark and light. You are both all these aspects. So when it feels like, I went through the same thing, man. I'm like, am I being attacked by demons, or like, what is this shit? I started getting in that like one mode, because that's kind of the deception of the Archon Lightworker community, where it's like focus on love and light only for, divorce 50% of your power. Now, while you're going through these initiations, man, you're going to be tapping into parts of yourselves. You're going to be tapping into other aspects of yourself that may have been dormant until this point. So if you feel, one thing that I've been noticing, guys, is high frequency energy that pours in, man. I was feeling something just last night, this shaky energy, man. Not like, I wouldn't call it an anxiety, but it's almost like you're shaking a little bit. I want you guys to know what that really is. And it's all about, as that high frequency energy is coming into you while you're purging in the hell realms, purging in the dark night of soul, make sure you guys are staying grounded, and make sure you guys, just realize that the thoughts aren't yours. Anytime you're getting any type of like mental, psychotronic weird shit, mental stuff, drop out of your head and drop into your core, which is really your heart. So I'm here to let you guys know, man, I'm staying strong, because you got to go through the ring. This is all part of the test, man. It's all part of the test of transcending misidentification with the body. This is the biggest thing, because as soon as you identify yourself as I'm just a person, name, form, and image, that's what really consists of the EMI, the limitation device that runs by thinking. So the key is, instead of, realize that everything is you, man. Even your current experience, man, whatever you're interacting with, realize, and this creates that gentleness. It creates that gentleness because you realize everything is you, man. The reality you're experiencing, reflections, instead of blaming a so-called other, which is something that I experienced, and I created a living nightmare for myself, created all this unnecessary fear shit, but there's no accident and there's no mistake. So hear this attentively. This is for the 144 guys, realizing it's part of the shamanic initiation to go into the clip off, to go into the underworld, man. You are really just bringing in, retrieving aspects of yourself. And kind of a unique experience I was really sensing, man, is, the environment that I'm currently kind of in right now. I know that it's temporary and it's something that you created as the creator. Kind of resonate and pull this in and connect it with your story and whatever it is you're experiencing. So just realize, guys, it's all to purge all the fear out of your system. Because how else could you, man, what better catalyst, what better advantage to become an alchemist than having some parasite or some little boogeyman in the clock? Because I'm telling you, it's all here to make you tap into all of your power, not just fragmenting 50%. You have to embrace your inner evil. You have to embrace now, hear this with the freaking self, man, the true self. These are catalytic experiences. You're completely safe. I promise you're completely safe. Because what I was manifesting, dude, it felt like I was literally in some like Fallout or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everything around me. This is what the character was saying, at least. So it's key to create that detachment from the human character and be that detached detective on your vibration, man, on your frequency, every present moment, and coming into every present moment, recreating yourself as the creator over and over again. So there's nothing actually wrong with you, man. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not going crazy, This is all part of the experience of being the creator, and I'm kind of just filling in some of the potholes and some of the gaps that, some of the so-called spiritual teachers, none of these things, man. We're not like projecting and creating that delusion of separation. So I want you guys to know, man, when you're going through this experience, seeming like that the world's trying to swallow you up, because, man, I'm not gonna go like freaking like paranoia type shit, like schizo, like looking around like people. This is something that I peeped, man, and I'm gonna kind of pull you guys into that grounded energy to where nothing's really touching you. Just see it as everything is you, man. It's all you. It's all reflecting aspects of yourself. It's all here to serve you. You know, a unique experience that I feel like I was dealing with in this current environment and situation, man. The financial challenges that I created, where I was in some alternate universe where no money was coming to me, which is really funny. Some reality where, what you created, by the way. So I'm telling you guys to not play the victim. Don't play victim. Now's not the time to do that. So the very same so-called people, when it's really just you, these so-called demons or monsters or whatever this is, man, what the character and ego flips out about, it's really just reflecting aspects of ourselves. These are just other aspects of ourselves that have lost their way, that are disconnected from their soul. That's what runs the narcissist. That's what runs these, sociopathic weirdness. But operate from the space of non-judgment and allow this to make you completely fearless, man. Because what I've learned in the hell realms, guys, the current city I'm in, realizing that this is it's all an advantage, man. So once you get out of the victimhood, you start to see, okay, you just pressed upon my energy field. Thank you. Thank you, because now I'm fucking activating that alchemist. You see, I've known it, man. Walking around, sensing weird shit, like there's motherfuckers in their cars just watching me or something, man. Weird stuff. But I'm telling you guys, it's nothing to really be afraid of. That is actually a catalytic experience, like I'm going to say again, for you to realize all the fears, delusions, misperceptions, misidentifications, misunderstandings. It's there to purge. It's there to purge, and it's there to release. So just remember, guys, nothing is wrong with you. You're not going crazy. You're completely safe. Now, the key to is conscious empowerment. Something I was really hitting on is staying consciously empowered throughout the process. So you're not, continuing to create the part of the dark night of souls and these experiences is to not stay there and to not sit there and be weak and to be a victim about it. It's really there for you to empower yourself and to call back your energy. Remember, I recall all my energy now. I recall all of my energy now. So this is the guys, don't let the mind, man. The EMI is going to fight for its life. This is something that not many are speaking on, but I want to put you guys on. 144, those of you, working with access super consciousness and all these, the wisdom that transcends knowledge. This is what comes with it, though. This is what comes with it, though. Is that you're going to have to anchor yourself in the present moment, and you're going to have to summon and feel everything that is currently surfacing in your present moment on the screen of your consciousness. So just remember, the painter's not the painting. We only create limitations. All suffering comes from identification. So even as you observe this video, thank you for creating me. Nothing is really separate. So once you know, remember, separateness to oneness, you will start to see yourself in these so-called others that are mirroring and projecting fragmented in, all these different parts of yourself. So the key is to not fall for the fear. This is going to make you fearless. I'm becoming extremely fucking fearless by this catalyst. So remember, the 3 pillars of power. Number 1, I am the creator. Number 2, everything that I create serves perfectly. Number 3, creation is finished, meaning that it's already done, man. And there's a transition to it, man. You don't just realize you're the creator and wake up overnight and become that, man. You're going from the broken, fragmented, traumatized, reactionary, fear-based EMI. And to be quite frankly with you, a lot of the experiences that you may be seeing, what's on the screen of your consciousness, these are just reflections, miscreations from the false self, from when you were fucking deeply brainwashed and all this type of shit. So don't react to what's on the screen, man. It doesn't matter what's going on in 3D. All that matters is really your state of being and your vibration. So guys, don't identify with the illusion. Hear what I'm saying? Don't identify with the illusion. Remember, what you perceive is not you. It is vital for us to create enough detachment and enough space so we can process these energies that are coming through us. So back to what I was saying about the shakes. Something that I was feeling last night, especially, semen retention, guys. We're going to collaborate and elaborate with, semen retention, holding on to this energy and really what comes with it. Now, I see a lot of these YouTubers out here creating stuff that is really just fear-based bullshit, trying to bring you into that fear vibration, That's what the ego mind identity really lives on. It's a host, man. It's a parasitical, false belief-based I. It's who you think you are, but it's not you, man. And feel this is all about self-liberation and empowering the tribe, man. Calling in the tribe. So just realize that, your sentience, your higher mind and higher self have to have complete dominion over the lower consciousness, the reactionary, fear-based ego mind identity. So guys, I'm telling you, there's really nothing to fear, guys. It was happening and triggering. My character was being triggered as a motherfucker from my experience, because I found myself, in some like ghetto neighborhood. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? But you got to see the flip into it now, because this is, man, I'm telling you guys, I went into the darkest depths for you guys to really extract and to pull this out, to let you guys know that, number 1, you're safe. Number 2, this is just a catalytic experience. You're going to come out of this fucking golden. You're going to come out of this experience a lot stronger and whole, meaning that you're no longer fragmented. You're everything and everyone and everywhere as the creator, because as the creator, you're transcending the suffering of the human condition. Now, suffering is really a choice. One thing that I realized with this, guys, is that, the mind is fucking funny. The ego mind identity, it's going to do all it can to make sure that you don't wake up into the creator. So this is something that I realized, and I'm going to put you guys on beat. So it's a more of a smoother navigation for you guys during this process, because no one's talking about this. Everyone was saying like, oh, you go straight to the creator and it's just all peach cake and rainbows. What I'm telling you is, it's going to make you strong. And when you're getting other reflections, the key is to not take anything personally. The key is to not identify with the experience that you may going through, and it's all there to recalibrate, defrag, pull back your energy, call in all of your energy, and to stop playing victim, man. As soon as I stop playing victim, it's like the circumstances are getting so hellish. Mind you, we created this. So as long as you know you're the creator, it's impossible to be a victim of your own creations once you have this higher perspective. So guys, trust me, family, I'm with you. You're safe. I get what it's like, man. I created 2 fucking, incarnated into a toxic family, all these different things, man. You realize that, man, you created the fucking generational bullshit. You signed up and chose for this exactly just to awaken and empower yourself. So it all comes down to empowerment. It all comes down to mastering your vibration in the present moment. And, it's funny because I get the EMI, the logic linear bound, the 5 sensory data realm, the low frequency phenomenal realm, Because this is what happens, man. You walk out your house, you walk outside, next thing you know, you're letting the fake character, man, get freaking hypnotized in the hallucination of the subject object paradigm, meaning you just see yourself as, oh, I'm a victim of the world and I'm here and everything is outside of me. See, everything around us right now, we're not separate with it. This is coming back to universal law, the law of interconnectedness, the law of vibration, the law of our attention, man. Realizing detachment, pure awareness, realizing you're above and up, you're above all this stuff, and we know this just by oil resting upon the water. So I've been feeling a lot of guys with these spiritual attacks, all these different fucking things, man. It's really just holding your light, man. And I found myself, I was really activated. Some of us are being, we are going through this awakening in what seems like some dark ass places. But that's also just another perspective, man. So don't get caught into a limited, singular perception that's coming from the freaking ego mind identity, that's coming from the subconscious pattern egoic mind. And the subconscious pattern egoic mind is really, that's kind of the freaking shadow puppeteer. That's been the root of all of this stuff. So just realize, guys, that when you're going through the dark night, all these other things, man, you don't have to be all doomy, gloomy, shitty, walking around with the shitty diaper and all this stuff. So the key is to really transcend the separation that everything around you is you. You're interacting with yourself. Wrap your freaking mind around this, not your brainwashed, parasitical, brainwashed slave mind, but also realizing that, speaking your truth. Like, guys, right now, I'm in such a weird, catalyst that I felt. I'm being honest with you guys and transparent, man. I felt like, damn, I just telling my higher self, I don't want to be in this environment, man. I'm in this, weird environment, even though that's not really an excuse. Clearly, it's a deep catalyst that was really, I'm not gonna lie, it was very fucking hellish, man. I'm, questioning, to where I felt like, mind you, let's not fragment. Everything is you. You are everything and everything's within you. So these so-called others, man, that seem parasitic or narcissistic, man, not only is it telling us to step in our power, but also it's signaling to us to, detach immediately, man. Pull back your energy. That's why I had to come out in nature. Sometimes those of you that have big energy fields, man, or swallowing up things that are not yours, man. That stress, that anxiety, these things are not yours. It's time to create such a powerful discernment to know, okay, what is mine is mine, what is yours, So I'd appreciate any, donations to the channel, anything we can do to really keep staying consistent, building this and moving forward, guys. Because the universe has made it to where, even though I'm creating this shit, just to kind of, guys, I had to literally become, no money would flow to me, man. I was, really seeing, what the fuck is this, man? Fuck is this? Because the creator's limitless abundance and unconditional love. But this is the flip end to it. This is the paradox, guys. This is the advantage in this, is that you have to know the opposite. You have to know the opposite of what you're not. You got to go into the depths of hell to reach the highest heights of heaven. So it's not to fragment yourself. Don't, point the finger that these evil people and these dark ones and I'm above them and they're attacking me. See, that's coming from the freaking brainwashed fucking ego mind identity. And I was in that trap for a minute. And I'm kind of navigating and pulling myself out of it to pull you guys out of it as well, to not be falling for that shit. So number one is you're not a victim. Number two is realize your true self, man. This is all about going from the false self to the true self. You're eternally whole, you're already complete, and you're already perfect, bro. It's an indirect fractal of God. But what I'm saying, man, we're really touching on the fucking real shit that really happens that no one's really explaining right now to the 144, you guys that are going through this initiation process, man. Because as soon as you realize you're the creator, I noticed one thing is that the ego mind identity, that false character that we were so used to playing, kind of brainwashed and the conditioned mind used to playing, man, it's going to go fucking crazy, man. It's going to just try to fight, create all this resistance, take you back to your old ways, old addictions, old habits. The key is to become aware of it. And the key is to become aware of it immediately and shift yourself in the present moment, anchor yourself in the present moment and recreate yourself as the creator. Because everything is here now, meaning all you got to do is just match the frequency. So if you are feeling fear, summon all the fear. If you're feeling the anxiety, summon all of it. Summon all of these low frequency emissions. And this is oftentimes what the catalysts are here to do. So you're not a victim of your reality. You're the fucking creator of it. Nothing is separate from you. It took going through a lot of this weird, almost like I was walking in a fog, like this dark cloud was following me everywhere I went, man. But I started seeing, okay, this part of this shit, man. To become a master alchemist, I'm flipping shit, turning into sugar. I'm turning the density, turning it into something, man. So this is all about reclaiming your power, stepping in your sovereignty, and honestly commanding your space, man, commanding your energetic space. See, notice it. When you played victim, when you're in that fear vibration, it locks you and attaches you to these so-called motherfuckers that want to drain you or just, toxic as hell. So I'm telling you guys, there's nothing to fucking fear, bro. I've went through it all. I'm telling you, I'm literally on the front lines of the front lines for you guys, man. And all this other shit, guys, it's all just a fear test. Don't be phased. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Keep walking in your own path. Guys, you have to get to the point where it doesn't matter what you perceive. It doesn't matter where you at. Guys, I was sent into one of the most, whew, this type of neighborhood, bro, where like it is not my fucking liking, to the character at least. It's not my freaking alignment, And that's really been my main desire and intention, is to kind of move out of this place for you guys so I can start to create more videos and expand it. But that's inevitable, man. If you've reached this type of energy, man, if you've reached to this spot and you're listening to this video, dude, your success is inevitable, bro. Your abundance and your wealth is inevitable, because the deeper in hell and the deeper in the darkness that you go, man, that's as high as you can fly. As deep as you can dive is as high as you can fly. So you're not a victim of your reality, you're not a victim of the archons or the reptilians, whatever the fuck's going on. You're not a victim of your fucking neighborhood. These are all just things that the character, guys, believe me, man, I was seriously in such a weird, before all this, when I first started getting into the whole creator shit, activating 144, guys, I was literally, felt like I was walking in a loop. It felt like every day was the same, that there were just these so-called enemies, you know what I'm saying? These so-called others that were just projecting so much dark energy and hatred. I mean, that happens when you step in your power. That happens when you step in your light. So the key is to not take it personally and to stay above it, knowing tangibly that you're a supremely higher dimensional energy being, having a fleeting human experience, man. So transcend the character, become the creator. Transcend the person, become the presence. The key is to not react to this shit. See, I'm not going to lie. Being reactive to the environment, being reactive to, because a lot of you guys, the shit you've been through, man, your fucking nervous system's all triggered and shit, That's what I'm saying. Regulate your nervous system and keep your energy inward. Even though everything that is seeming outside of us is actually us and we're creating it, these are just catalysts. So the key is to not accept it. That's something that my higher self is telling me, man. Don't accept it. Don't accept it, man. Shift into allowance. Shift into allowance so then you can transmute that and let the infinite possible possibilities start to open up. So remember, guys, if you're going through the clip off, going through the shamanic initiation, man, I'm standing here right with you, and I'm actually here to guide you and to walk right by your side with it. So just know, a tree's roots must first reach hell to reach heaven. Sometimes the ego mind identity, the conditioned mind, the intellect, all this other brainwash shit that we were conditioned into wants to figure everything out. This I, this false I like this, I don't like that. Oh, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? Transcend all that nonsense, man, and just stay present. Stay completely present and be detached from the character and just start to be, question everything until there is no more questions. So, I'm here for you guys. I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately. This whole semer attention, man, it feels like I'm like a fucking light vet. Like I'm a goddamn, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain sometimes, but it feels like when you've been awakened and activated in a fucking dark ass environment, it feels like everyone around me is fucking asleep. It feels like everyone around me is literally possessed by fucking demons and shit, bro. So I'm just looking to kind of process. That's why I'm sitting out here in nature, to process this and realize that these are just other reflections of myself. So not only is it gonna make you strong as fuck, bro, you're gonna tap into energy. You're gonna tap into shit that you didn't know was there. And that's really recalling all of your energy. That's really what it is in these initiations, to recall all these fragmentations and shit, compartmentalizations, delusions of separation, man. So just keep it cool. Guys, I get what it's like, man. The character and the ego get scared, 'cause sometimes it's like, man, when you're done playing small, you get the shit from others that are still in the self-imposed prison, which is really just a subconscious pattern egoic mind. So know that what you think and believe you are from that nonsense is not really you, man. You're an indirect fractal of God. You're fucking perfect and divine as you are, no matter how deep in hell you go, no matter what darkness you traversing right now. Stay strong and just know that this is happening for you. Find the advantage of it. Ask yourself, why would I create this and how is it serving me? Stay in the heart center and do not judge, man. The character in the ego mind is going to want to judge everything. It's going to want to react to everything. It's going to want to flip out about everything. Don't fall for it. Stay above it and stay resilient, man. You guys are way stronger than you know. That's why we're on the. That's why we're going through this. So continue to retain your seed. Stop reacting to so-called others, man. And I promise you guys, man, it's literally a fucking burning desire of mine to move out of this city, man. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I've walked to the same place too many times, and it's just, resonate with this, man. This is all about empowering ourselves. Fuck all the bullshit, And it's your time now, bro. Don't dim your light. Don't play small, man, because low-key our frequency is starting to glitch out this matrix, man. And it's part of it. They can look, but they can't touch. It's universal law, guys. So these fear tests that you're going to go through, or it feels like the world's trying to fucking swallow your ass up, or it feels like everyone's infested with weird shit, this is all to not only purge your system, but to clear you out. You're going through a cleanse right now. You're going through a purification right now. You're reassembling aspects of your higher self. You're going through a transition right now. So stay calm during the thing. Know that you're safe, because you're more than the body. You're more than your thoughts. You're more than your mind. You're more than all this stuff. So you guys keep staying resilient, keep showing up, man. Creation, evolution, man. Know that you're the creator. You are the creator, man. You're creating all this, and it's all serving you. Even if your little rational baby mind can't freaking wrap its head around that. But that's the key, man. No mind, no problem. No mind, no problem. Ditch the mind. Be in that state of no mind, no attachment. Just observe it all. Observe it all and love every part of the freaking dark night of soul, man. The hell realms, shit you gotta traverse. It's all a slingshot, baby. It's all a catapult. Remember, as deep as you can dive is as high as you can fly. So I'm here to be a reflection to you guys, man. To embody this fearless, formless, free, and unconditioned shit. And just know that this too shall pass. And just know that you're not stuck in it. Being stuck is an illusion, bro. You're an immortal, limitless, infinite creator being, for crying out loud. And what is an immortal, limitless, infinite creator being? One, experiences, evolution, tension, evolutionary tension, man. So just know the darkness serves the light metaphysically, man. Don't play the victim even if you feel like you're in a victimized situation. Don't play fucking weak. Don't play that shit even if it feels like all else is reflecting the opposite. So this is the perfect test, perfect initiation to freaking withdraw, detach, rise above, stay above, and don't trap yourself into physicality. Don't trap yourself into separation, lack, scarcity, and limitation, man. Stay fearless, 144, calling in the tribe. It's your time now, baby. Know that it's all working for you. It's all your advantage, man. I'm telling you. Peace and love to you guys, man. Much gratitude.